I don't believe in ghosts. At least, I didn't. When I first moved into that apartment, it seemed perfect. A cozy little one-bedroom in an old building, just the right price, with creaky wooden floors and high ceilings. It had character, you know? The kind of place that feels like it has a history. I like that about it. For the first couple of weeks, everything was normal. I went about my days, working, eating, sleeping, the usual. Until one night, the night everything changed. I had just finished dinner and was about to head to bed when I walked past the bathroom. That was when I noticed it. The mirror was fogged up, as if someone had just taken a hot shower. That was weird because I hadn't used the shower that evening. In fact, I hadn't even turned on the hot water. But what really sent chills down my spine was the message written in the fog. Don't forget me. I froze. My heart pounded so hard I could hear it. My first instinct? Rationalize it. Maybe it was some residue from an old steam? Maybe. I had somehow not noticed it earlier. But deep down, I knew better. The message was fresh. It was written by something or someone. I wiped the mirror clean, trying to shake off the uneasiness creeping up my spine. I didn't sleep well that night. The next day, I convinced myself it was nothing, just my imagination. But then, it happened again and again. Every night, the same words appeared on the mirror, as if someone was trying to reach out to me. Don't forget me. One night I decided to test it. I wiped the mirror before going to bed and locked the bathroom door. In the morning, it was fogged up again. The message was there. My stomach dropped. I wasn't imagining it. This was real. Then things got worse. At night, I started hearing sounds. Light tapping on the bathroom tiles. A faint whispering just beyond my range of hearing. The air felt heavy, charged with something unseen. My reflection in the mirror started to feel off, like I was being watched. Then one night, I saw it. I woke up to the sound of water dripping. Slow, deliberate, drip, drip, drip. I knew I had turned off the faucet before bed, but the sound came from the bathroom. I sat up in bed, listening. Then the air went cold, freezing cold, the kind of cold that cuts through your skin. I grabbed my phone and turned on the flashlight. Slowly, I walked toward the bathroom. My breath came out in little puffs. My fingers trembled as I reached for the doorknob and twisted it open. The bathroom was dark, except for the dim glow of my flashlight. The mirror was fogged up again. And this time, there was a new message. Help me. I dropped my phone. My pulse hammered in my ears. I could feel something behind me. I turned around, and in the reflection of the mirror, I saw it. A figure standing just over my shoulder. I spun around, but there was nothing there. I barely slept that night. The next morning, I had enough. I had to know what was going on. I went downstairs to ask the landlord. When I mentioned the mirror, his face went pale. He hesitated before speaking. Then, in a hushed voice, he told me about the previous tenant, a young woman. She had lived there for years, but one day she just vanished. No sign of forced entry, no struggle, just gone. The police never found her. But there was one odd detail that stuck out. Before she disappeared, she had reported strange occurrences. Writing on the mirror, unexplainable noises, and the last thing she ever told the landlord was, "Someone in the mirror is trying to talk to me." I felt sick. That night, I decided to do something reckless. I sat in front of the bathroom mirror with a notepad and a pen. I spoke softly, barely above a whisper. "Who are you?" Nothing. Just silence. Then, slowly, the mirror fogged up. My breath caught in my throat as letters appeared. Emily. The air around me grew icy. My hands shook as I scribbled the name down. "What happened to you?" I asked. Seconds passed. Then, the response formed, the letters shaky and broken. Trapped. A deep chill washed over me. I knew I had to leave. I packed my bags that night. As I closed the bathroom door for the last time, I heard it. A soft whisper, almost pleading. "Don't forget me." I didn't look back. The next day, I moved out. I never told anyone what happened. But sometimes, late at night, I wonder, is Emily still there? Is she still trying to reach out, hoping someone will remember her? I don't believe in ghosts. At least, I didn't. But now I'm not so sure. I wish that was the end of it. I wish I could say I left that place and never experienced anything like that again. But something followed me. A week after moving into my new apartment, I noticed something strange. My bathroom mirror, untouched for days, was fogged up. At first, I thought it was condensation from the shower. But I hadn't used hot water. My stomach twisted into knots as I stepped closer. There, in shaky letters, was a new message. "You left me." My breath caught in my throat. My fingers trembled as I reached up to wipe the glass. The words smeared under my touch. But I knew what I had seen. That night, I barely slept. Every creak in the apartment made me jump. Shadows seemed longer, darker. I told myself I was imagining things, that my mind was playing tricks on me. But deep down, I knew the truth. Emily hadn't let go. The messages kept coming, growing more desperate. Why did you leave? Come back. Help me. The whispers followed me, curling in my ears like a breath on the back of my neck. At night, I saw something move in the corner of my vision. My reflection didn't always move when I did. One night, in sheer desperation, I did something I never should have done. I turned on my camera and recorded the bathroom as I slept. The next morning, I hesitated before pressing play. The footage was grainy in the dim light, but at 3:14 a.m., the mirror fogged up by itself. My blood ran cold as I watched letters slowly appear in the mist. I see you. I slammed my laptop shut. My heart was a wild drum in my chest. I was done. Done running. Done pretending this wasn't real. I needed answers. And that's when I decided to go back to the apartment I swore I would never return to Emily. If you enjoyed this terrifying true story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling encounters. Who knows? The next story might just be closer to home than you think.